Today I'm going to add another garden bed to my property here. I've got some space that is not being used other than mowing, and I'd like to turn it into a no-till garden bed. And I'll show you the space I've got, and I'll try to show you the steps along the way and also the results once it's finished. So let's go see how this works. But I have some space. I've marked off enough distance between the raised bed and that line right there to where I can get my mower in between. That would be quite important to me. At this point in my dig, I had to switch from a pitchfork to a mattock. The pitchfork just was not getting into the soil level enough. So luckily I have an old pitchfork, and it helped me dig up everything I needed, including roots. So now I've got it aerated, not tilled, hence is the reason behind no till, but broke up the ground, from what I understand to be the simple purpose of allowing air under the subsoil, or under the soil level. It may not be subsoil, but soil. And then next I'm going to add some compost to this, then my paper, then mulch, then some plants. Out here next to my blueberries and blackberry rows, I've got a couple of things that I can add to my new garden bed. One is this leaf compost that I bought at a local mulch company. It's been here since about the fall. It's really good, fine material, very light from what I understand, and it's got leaves, and I don't know what else is in it, but it's pretty dark, pretty light, and from what they told me, it's organic. So we're going to use it, see if it works. The other thing is some leaves that I shredded up back in the fall also, and put them in a pile here. And oh, cavalry's coming. The pile I've got here, it's just been sitting here. I've added nothing to it, but if I dig deep underneath here, you can see it's still very light. And underneath, it's composted a little bit, not a lot, but I may mix this in with it as well to what I'm going to add underneath my mulch. So come on, blackberries. I've got another spot here that I have been collecting the same leaves, but these leaves that I shredded, I have been adding coffee grinds to. And looky here, there's some bugs in there, big beetle, and a nice big, where'd he go? There he is. Nice big juicy worm that's been in here. So this is a lot more degraded than the other, so I may use some of that as well. And there's my compost pile, and in that looks like I got a few potatoes growing. And what do you say to that? I say let them grow, let them grow. Getting ready to add on to my compost bin by making a second one here in a not too distant future. Today is another day for making hay, and I'll tell you the part I love most about this is I'm under a shade tree. The organic mixture I'm going to use today was 3 to 1 of my composted leaves to 1 scoop of shredded leaves. And then I also had a bag of manure that I bought at one of the big box stores that I had sitting around, and it's high time to use it. So I'm going to mix all this up in the wheelbarrow and then add it to the very few things that we had in the house that would be considered organic matter. One banana peel and some coffee filters. And that's how it will be. Well, I wish I had more, but this is the organic content that I have to add to my new garden spot. As you can see, it's got the banana and filter, compost, cow manure, shredded leaves. Next, we're going to add papers to it to keep the weeds down and create a biological area for the compost to break down. And then we'll cover it in mulch. So the next step was to lay down moistened papers and cardboard. Thanks to my good friends over at Amazon, I have plenty of boxes, and I use boxes as a border because I know that I'm not going to really plant anything on the outside edge of this bed, and use newspaper and old packing paper that I had laying around, wet it real good, let it conform to the ground, to the area, and now I'm going to lay mulch on top of it. And who says there's nothing good comes from newspapers anymore? Obviously, you're not applying your newspapers correctly. And in just a few minutes later, bed is complete. I've got about, I'm going to guess, 2 to 3 inches of mulch laying on top of the paper and cardboard. Hope that will be enough to keep the weeds out. The only thing missing from this bed now is a few cantaloupe plants. So in the greenhouse that we built this year, the only thing I really have left to plant are some cantaloupes right here. So you see, yes, we have cantaloupes. Everything else that I started from seed has pretty well been planted. My tomatoes are coming along. It is Memorial Day weekend, and I have tomatoes on the vine, but not yet ripe. So I'm patiently waiting for those to come in. Taste some juicy tomatoes. So in this bed, I am estimating and speculating that I can get out 5 cantaloupe plants. I've got them evenly spaced. And from what I have learned or read to do here is to take my spot where I'm putting this, make a little hole, cut into the hole through the paper so the plant can get through the paper and get roots down there, and then place my pot. Now I'm going to get some more dirt and put around that and do the rest of these, but I just want to give you an idea. It's hard for me to plant these and to film with 2 hands. I am not that talented. So I'll do that and be back. All complete. Got the cantaloupes out. Got them watered in each of the holes pretty well. Now I'm just going to sit back, wait for them to grow. I'll keep you posted as we go. That's all today from the shadow of House Mountain.